Hey, how you doing? Hold on. That way you see my eyes. I don't know if they glare or not. But anyways, I got my ignition coil, and if you wonder what I'm looking at the cart. You know, looking at the things on it. That way I can be able to tell you what's going on with it. But I got the ignition coil, and I found out that what I did was I thought it might have been turned around wrong. I turned the fuel filter around, and I noticed on videos that I was looking at, because what it is that the cart, it'll turn over, and it's got enough juice in the battery, but it'll turn over. It won't use the key because for some reason the key won't work to turn it on. But I don't know if it's because of what it is that it's not getting any fire to it, any spark. So the guy had it running, so I don't understand why it's not running. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get a CDI somewhere, it's local, I hope, and put that on there, and see if that's what it is. If I put that new one in and it works, then that's the problem right there. But for some reason, it'll turn over, but it's not doing what it's supposed to. So what I'm thinking is that I turn the fuel filter up. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to turn it back around like it's supposed to be, I guess. Because I looked at videos and they were upside down with the flat part facing down. And probably try to get it cranked in. If it cranks, then that means that it might be the wiring harness. Who knows? But I don't understand why, because the CDI wasn't took out. It was not took out at all. So that can't, the stator wasn't took out. The CDI, I don't know, because I don't know how, when we changed the motor over, I don't know how it looked when he took the thing off. So I have no idea what he did. I don't know. The guy that put it in there, he might have took it and put an old one on it. I don't know. I don't know what he did. But anyways, I got fuel in there, and it sounds like it wants to crank up, but it don't want to do what it's supposed to, and it's supposed to, buy the key. So what I'm going to do is price the wiring harness online and see how much that's going to cost, and the CDI, I'm going to see if I can find one local. If not, I found one for $20 on what I get is GoPowerSports.com, and they're actually pretty good with prices and everything. That's where I got most of my stuff from, to fix the cart. And HammerheadPerformance.com, I'll plug them too, because that's another place where I get parts. And that's actually the two best ones I've found. Everybody else is way too much. eBay, they really don't have anything for my cart, so except engine parts. That's it. They didn't really have much of anything else. But anyways, the once I get the engine running, I'll be fine. That lets me know that I'm just about done, and I can be able to. I'm not going to put the seats in yet, because what I want to do is I want to sand it down and paint it, and I'm going to take the front end off. Like I said earlier, take the front end off, take the steering wheel, take all that stuff off, and I can take all that out at one piece. Just there's like 3 parts on each side, and just pull everything out. And then when I get done, I'm going to take the brakes off at the same time, because I got the new brakes. And I should have everything Thursday by Friday. Thursday and Friday should be everything, hopefully. And I hope the seats are in a box and not, open. You would think they would be in a box. But the other fender, and I'll have to get the bolts, which that I could go to Ace Hardware or somewhere and get or Lowe's, and get the bolts that look like it. The same kind. I'll just get somebody to help me get them. So that way, and I have to get a bolt with a nut and washers, and for the brake, because it doesn't have the washer, for the plunger thing for the master cylinder, the two little push rod things, because you got to have that on there for the pressure and everything. But I don't know if it comes with it or not, so I'll have to find out and see. Hopefully it does, and hopefully they got all the stuff with it. But I got everything hooked up, so I got the bolts and everything to hook it back in. But as soon as I get the engine running, I'll be happy. And there's a mechanic dude that's supposed to work on him. He charges $40. He's going to charge $40 to look at the electrical and see what electrical is wrong with it. And maybe that'll tell me what it is. But I really don't want to put no more money into it. But if I have to, I'll have to get the wiring harness and the CDI. I'm thinking it's a CDI, because when the guy took the stuff off, he took off the CDI and the rectifier, which is like, if you don't know what it is, it's like a little silver box. It's like a heat sink looking thing, and I don't know what it does, but those two were unplugged, so I don't understand why they would be unplugged. And the the solenoid piece was hooked up and everything, so I don't understand why he would take those off, and they were just sitting in the box that covered it. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say he did or not, because I have no idea, because I wasn't watching him. But the motor was running when I bought it, and he showed it to me when he brought it over there. It was running, so I don't see why it's not. And I told the guy, just go ahead and keep what he got. Sorry about the smoke. Keep what he got, and we're square, because he put the engine in. That's what I wanted. I just have to make sure everything's tightened down and stuff like that. But I want to get it done. I'm tired of messing with it, engine wise. Everything else I have to wait on. Just like the easy out, I have to wait on that, stuff like that, blah 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 blah. But I'm almost done. If I have to, I'll just pay the $40. Or just buy the CDI and the wiring harness and just be done with it. So that way I know I have a good one. As far as the key, when you turn it, it doesn't want to do anything. So maybe it is a CDI, because that's the only thing I can think of. Because we didn't take the stator off. It was not took out at all. And because it's one of three things if there's no spark. Either the stator, well, first you would check the ignition coil, check for spark. Didn't have spark. So I have to check it's not the ignition coil, I don't believe it's the stator, but there's a way to test it. If I had a multi-tester, I could be able to test it. And then test the, you can't test the CDI, you have to buy another one or find one, or if you got one laying around, put it on and see if that works. But I got the right one that goes to it, or pick the right one that goes to it. I'm getting there. And I've got the new lights for it already, and the other stuff will probably be here tomorrow and Thursday. So I'll have this. I know the seat belt. I ordered the seat belts too. I had to get them from a different place, because the place I got them, the first place I got them from, they got damaged or something, and I got a refund for that. So I went ahead and bought some from Go Power Sports. It was either Go Power Sports or Hammerhead. One of those. Hammerhead Performance. One of those I got it from. But I got everything I need. I just got to get the engine running, and get it where I can turn it on and start it with the key. That's the main thing, because I can't really sell it real good, for the price I want if I don't have it running. And I still got to get the tires done. So what I'm thinking is just sell my PS4 I bought and use that money to buy the parts I need. So it's about the only thing I can do. You know, I wanted the PS4, but I need to get this cart running. But I could always get a PS4 later, you know. But I will keep you updated later.